Have you ever wondered if that simple 25-cent quarter sitting in your pocket could actually be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Well, today we're going to dive deep into the story of the 1995 Washington quarter dollar, a coin that many people overlook, yet collectors are always searching for hidden treasures among these modern quarters. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly why this quarter can be worth big money and how you can check your change for one of these valuable gems. The Washington quarter has been a part of American history since 1932. It was originally minted to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Over the years, millions of quarters have been struck, but not all of them are the same. Some coins, due to errors, low mintages, or special conditions, become incredibly valuable. And the 1995 Washington quarter is a perfect example of how an everyday coin can turn into a collector's prize. So let's break it down. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced Washington quarters at three main locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D; and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced quarters for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint created special proof coins for collectors. Now, here's the important part. Not every 1995 quarter is worth only 25 cents. In fact, some rare examples can bring in serious money. For instance, if you find a 1995 quarter in uncirculated condition, meaning it's still shiny and never used in everyday transactions, its value can be anywhere between $5 to $50, depending on its grade. That's already a nice jump from face value. But here's where it gets exciting. Some proof quarters minted in San Francisco, especially those struck in 90% silver, can be worth much more. These silver-proof coins often sell for $20 to $40 or even higher if graded by professional services. If you happen to own one in a perfect grade like PR70, its value can climb into the hundreds. Collectors are also on the lookout for error coins from 1995. Minting mistakes can make ordinary coins extremely rare and valuable. Examples include double die obverse errors, where the lettering or date appears doubled, or off-center strikes, where part of the design is missing. These types of 1,995 quarters with errors have been known to sell for $500, $1,000, or even several thousand dollars, depending on the severity and rarity of the error. Imagine finding a coin like that in your pocket change. It would feel like striking gold. Another factor that plays a huge role in determining the value of a 1995 quarter is its condition, which collectors refer to as the coin's grade. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin with no flaws under magnification. A regular 1995 quarter in your pocket might only be worth face value, but if you discover one in mint state 67, 68, or 69, the value skyrockets. Some have sold for hundreds of dollars at auctions because collectors always want the best-looking coins for their collections. Let me give you a real-world example. A 1995 D Washington quarter graded MS68 by PCGS, one of the top coin grading companies, once sold for over $1,000 at auction. That's right, a coin that originally cost just 25 cents turned into four figures, simply because of its condition and rarity. Now let's talk a bit about the design, because that's what makes the Washington quarter so iconic. On the obverse side, you have the classic bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The inscriptions include "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and of course, the year 1995. On the reverse side, you see the bold American eagle with its wings spread, clutching arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength and peace. This design was used for decades until the 1999 state quarter program began. So the 1995 Washington quarter is part of the last generation of traditional eagle reverse quarters before the U.S. switched to state and national park designs. That makes it even more collectible. Another detail worth noting: the San Francisco silver proof quarters from 1995 have a different metal composition than regular quarters. While circulating coins are made of copper-nickel clad, the silver proofs are made of 90% silver and 10% copper. If you hold one of these coins, you'll notice it has a brighter shine, a heavier feel, and of course, intrinsic silver value. With silver prices always changing, these coins not only hold numismatic value but also precious metal value. So, if you're wondering how to check whether your 1995 quarter is valuable, here are a few tips. First, look for the mint mark. If it has an S, you likely have a proof coin. If it's silver, even better. Second, check the condition. the shinier and more flawless,